very happy to know that I found my notebook.
Did you find your mind as well?
That is yet to be discovered.
As you were saying that
Fucking
you lost
got
that
it.
too.
Yeah, I did on Sunday. That was a fucking... Bleh.
It gets like that sometimes.
Yes, I didn't comprehend the situation as I should have done. Right. One thing I do have in the
UJ's still
spreadsheet-
loading the mission file, isn't he?
Yeah.
User left your
There you
channel.
go.
It. I think
User joined your channel.
I'm gonna lose those earphone cases because
I'm still having problems.
Hang on.
not leaners.
Client is outdated.
Hey?
There was an ace
Hold on,
update.
Sick. Okay. Right.
Who's having problems?
Crack me.
Crack.
Crack.
I want to know what that site was called on the
Alright,
mission on Sunday.
User left your
Right,
channel.
Josh, listen up. So we're training as a squad today, which we haven't done in a while. So I guess since Rut is a squad, he can stack you up, and we'll do a little sound off, and by then we should be good to go. Let's go.
One on Iron Man on me faces southeast.
Lad first.
And that would be my
Lads.
mentally
No.
sustained thing of
No.
all my
Ox,
radios
then
on one
lads,
ear.
then the
Not sliding over.
Come on, Germany.
You'd better.
Back up, lad. Back up.
Hey.
Back to the other side.
This
Don't
is
forget
the
to sound off.
longest line I've ever seen. 1-1, sound off.
1.
Because they lower your weapon.
3.
4.
There you go.
5.
6.
7.
8 and last man.
Thank you very much.
Ready for you, Phil.
Alright, we're doing some fire and maneuver stuff today.
Ignore that, sorry.
Start off with simple things. We're going to the bounding courses, or whatever the fuck they're called. Exercise bounding. It's the first one in, what do you call that, teal? What do you call that, teal?
You can call it whatever you want, Phil, because you're
I'd say
tough.
cyan personally, but I guess I'll fuck
Boys?
myself then.
Say bounding, yeah?
Yeah.
What? What?
Easy, didn't that mean?
Actually, it's
Australian.
Wow, really important conversation there. Actually, I think
You'll just imagine
So
if you were
guys,
involved
do
in-
we know what quick bounding is?
yes.
Yes. Can you explain it to me?
Fuck. Yes. Two teams have a goal to get to a position outlined by the squad leader, and it typically is done by one team is holding to provide cover fire, whilst the other one is running in the direction of the objective. And it depends on if it's short bound or quick bounds or long bounds. If it's short bounds, it's 3 seconds, and if it's long bounds, it tends to be, well, longer.
It's never long bounds. Just getting some shit prepped on the map. Hang on. Okay, so you said that there's one bit's moving and the other bit's shooting if they have to. And
Yes.
someone's hot miking on channel 1. Sam, thank you. So one bit's stationary and ready to shoot, and one bit is moving. That's what we call fire and maneuver, because we're doing both at the same time, right? So quick bounding is something very specific. It's not just, you know, any form of fire and maneuver. This is what I guess you'd call ad hoc Is that something that makes sense to you? Do you all know what that is, or is that some, I don't know,
Nope.
filthy weirdness? Okay, so it's ad hoc. We can just pull this out of our arse whenever we need it, and we essentially just need two very simple pieces of information to get it started. Rogers, what do you think? Two very simple pieces of information you as a squad leader need to give to your squad to get it started, right?
Direction.
Direction, yeah, or a goal. Could be both, or either.
And tell and say who's having the first bound.
Yeah, exactly. Who goes first? And that's essentially all we need. But I think it's worth to, look at this for just a second. And when we're doing this, so bounding is something that we do. Well, we're assuming a sort of northern face here is fucking hell. So bounding is something that we do backwards or forwards. So we're doing it along an axis. We usually do it only forwards, but I think it's worth pointing out to keep in mind that there's also a backwards, and that is a possibility that we can do. Okay, so we start this from a line. We're facing in the direction, usually the enemy, and then we use our sort of direction that we're adjusted to as the axis that we're moving along. I don't know if that makes sense. Please stop me if it doesn't. And then you mentioned something else, right? You mentioned short bounds and this sort of 3-second rule, right? So let's look at a little comms table for this.
User joined
So
your channel.
we start off with our squad leader here, and he's gonna give us a direction, and he's gonna tell us who goes first.
You want me to say something?
No, give me a second. So then, what we would like to hear from, I'm just putting this on the map there in the right corner of the comment box. So a little sort of comms table, the things that we're going to say, the things that you're going to hear as we do this. So your squad leader's just given you, he's told you what we're doing, he's given you direction, and he's told us who goes first. So Alpha would then respond with, on the radio, bounding. They would then again go down. All of this is on the radio. All of this, what we're just talking about, is on the radio, just so that we only have to say it once and not multiple times in local and on the radio. And the third call is a set call. Bounding fairly obvious, so we're moving. And we're moving at what pace?
Sprinting.
We're sprinting, correctly. Most, if not all, forms of fire maneuver are done at full tilt, sprinting. There is exceptions to this, we'll get to that later on, but general rule of thumb, you want this done quickly. And quickly is sort of the right note on this, because all of these steps should take about 3 seconds, as Rogers has correctly pointed out. So the bounds in quick bounding are always short, and they're about as long as you can sprint for 3 seconds. So say Fnatic today, if you're can you arrange that? Thanks. So Fnatic, if you're quick bounding later on, and you shouted bounding over the radio, you sprint for 3 seconds, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and then you do the down call. Down means everyone's taking cover, they're getting low, they're picking up their sector, and this again should take no longer than 3 seconds. Then after those 3 seconds getting down, it should take the other team no longer than 3 seconds to get started. All of this 3-second rule, essentially. So a complete bound by one team takes about 9 seconds. Let's add one for, and you're at about a 10-second rule for one bound. The set call is the signal for the other team to start bounding.
So,
And
just
the
a
cycle
quick-
repeats.
So,
Questions, comments, go on.
I was just going to ask about, so 3 seconds after the set is when the next team goes.
Well, they should go as quickly as possible, but it should take them no longer than 3 seconds to get going.
Okay.
There is when you're using verbal communication and you're in sort of this virtual world, there's a latency, I guess you'd say, to everything you do. So nothing happens instantly. Everyone has to process the information, and so people lag a bit. So that's how I get to that. It's not that you have to wait for 3 seconds; just get going.
Okay.
All right. So we should probably mention one more thing. There is this. There's two ways of arrive. Oh, how do I put this? When you bound, the end point can be at different points. So if both teams would get to this level equally, you call this a successive bound. I hope I spelled that correctly. If the teams end up on different levels, I should probably copy that, shouldn't I? No, I don't have the time. Anyway, so that's successive bound. This, when both teams end up at different levels, is called an alternating bound. By default, all of our bounds should be successive and not alternating, unless squad leader decides otherwise. I messed that up completely. I hope that made some sort of sense. So successive bounds is what we want to see. We always want to end up at the same level because that's a lot safer and it's much easier to stay mutually relevant with one another. All right, that's all the info we need for this, I think. Any questions or problems or challenges?
Well, I'd like to ask a question, please.
Go ahead.
This is just it really is just a question. When we're told to get down, sometimes you literally hit an area that's just totally grass and you can't see it. So is it strictly that you have to, lay flat, for want of a better word? Is it take a knee, or can you use your own judgment between the two?
So a fire maneuver is about fire. It's about firepower. And unless you're in a very shitty situation and trying to save your skin, you should always be ready to fight. And we can only fight when we can see things, well, at least to an extent. So that's in essence the answer to the question, but I can give a generalized answer as well, which is to always take the lowest stance possible. So when there's nothing preventing you from seeing things when you're flat on the ground, you should definitely get flat on the ground because it gives you all sorts of advantages. It gives you best recoil control, gives you best cover. So the lower stance you get, the more effective you're going to be at fighting and the safer you're going to be. That could be another answer to the question. But you should never blind yourself, essentially, I think is what you want to hear here.
Definitely.
Is that all right, Uday?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's basically sort of use your own, use lots of common sense.
You're hinting at something, though, because by intuition, people think that when we're using quick bounds, they need to end up in cover, in some sort of object that's going to provide them with cover, a wall, a building, a tree, something, right? This is not true. Fire maneuver relies on fire, not on cover. That sort of goes back to the ad hoc nature of quick bounding. We can do this anywhere, anytime, whenever we feel confident doing it. We don't need terrain to conform to this, but I'll return to this later. I'd like to keep it at that, if that's all right, or is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think an easy way to put it is you want to have the ability to cover the team bounding to the best possible fire position for you within your team. You won't be able to throw lead down range. That's it, really, isn't it?
A final question, maybe from my end. What do we do if we take a casualty while quick
Stop.
bounding? We spot. Stop, exactly. So just fix up your casualties, should be fine. If it's not, you probably have worse problems on your hand. Yeah, we'll just take our time.
Stands possible in those events, especially.
Yeah, well, always, really. Generalized rule of thumb is always low stats. Do all the team leaders, squad leaders here feel confident that they can pull this off?
I do. What about you guys?
Eric, Fnatic, you guys alright?
I could
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
It's been
See how it
some
goes.
time,
Fuck, you guys done this
Well,
100
that's not too
times.
confident.
Easy.
You run, count to 3,
Easy.
call down, count to
Yeah.
3, call
I
set.
know.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but my,
Yeah,
my
even a
brain doesn't
chimpanzee's got it.
comprehend that
Even I
sometimes.
get it.
Knowing it
Fuck.
and performing it are
User
two
joined your
different things,
channel.
I guess.
Exactly.
So no worries there. It's all right to fail. Let's start off with I don't know which of these I've done. I've done one a whole lot. Let's go to course number 3.
Wait, which one?
3.
Okay, guys, is this broken?
3?
Let's find
3.
out.
No, fine.
I love how I heard Oxman yell wait the moment I pressed space.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's, I just wanted to know where to bring...
My boy.
Oh, I forgot to tell him.
Tell who?
That's why I said wait, and I asked which course, and someone yelled 3, and then I just went to 3, and I forgot. I forgot him.
Forgot
wait,
who?
give me-
My boy.
My boy.
Ah.
Sorry, I was gonna give you that information, but I backed out.
Okay.
As in, I left you. Right, we got my boy with us in
These-
Bravo, I believe.
These white and red markers denote your start line, so you can set up there. And the flagged area over there is your target. As far as I know, this will spawn contacts until you get there. So
Yes.
that's the idea.
Which flag are
don't
we
go-
aiming for?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
think
That
that-
compound.
I think the Yank one
That's
in the
general.
or the what is that, a Union Jack?
That is a Union Jack.
Yeah, if you're not
An executive
Looks like
decision by going for
stars,
the Union
stars.
Jack.
quite right.
Don't set up like too close to those panels. You might start out accidentally. Or you could, and we'll have to shape up and do the fucking thing.
Cool. Alright. Let's get started then. Alright, 1-1, let's get set up here. Alpha on the left, Bravo on the right, facing east-southeast.
Copy that. Alpha left, facing east-southeast.
Bravo copy.
Alright, team. We need to shift left.
What formation do you want us in, Fnatic?
We need to shift.
We'll keep it aligned for the moment.
On my space, crack. You'll be on my left.
Hello, Sam.
Hmm.
Gonna have to
We have
Over
squeeze
here,
in
my
this.
boy.
We'll hop
Space
over.
has been
This side, yeah.
achieved.
You're on the edge of the
when
right.
you're ready, Alpha, Bravo.
Alpha ready.
Bravo ready.
Alright, 1-1. Here we go. Bravo, you're going to have to first bound to the southeast, aiming to the stone walls with the Union Jack. Go no time now.
Bravo bounding.
Landing.
Right.
Bravo's down.
Gonna have to shift left.
What's the third call?
Set.
Contact.
Oh, Bravo set.
Alpha bounding.
Contact in the compound.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down.
Alpha bounding.
Bravo set.
I think go slightly less distance.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down. Oh, Bravo down.
Contact left by the bell tower.
I'm forgetting to count. Bravo set.
I'd set as well. But
Alpha bounding.
I think I did say it.
Contact by the bell tower
oh,
down.
did you? Okay.
It might not have been through.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Yeah, it's not going through for some reason. Oh, I'm not hearing it.
Bravo set. Oh, Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Landing. Further that time. It's probably a meeting.
Bravo down.
We want to go other side of this.
Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Landing. Can't see anything because of the sun.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding.
Was that? Did they just throw a grenade out?
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down.
Contact right of the tower.
Bravo set.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo set.
Alpha bounding.
Right there. Down.
Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down.
Right on the road. Down. Alpha set.
Bravo bounding. Bravo down.
Alpha bounding. Alpha down. Alpha set. 1-1, C's bounding, C's bounding.
I think I need to change my hotkeys.
Nothing ever fucking works. It's alright, let's call them together.
Regroup on me.
You did alright. Both of you did very well. Well done, gentlemen.
Yep, yeah, how did that go? Was that so bad?
It was alright.
I
If
felt
my internet
like
didn't kill itself,
we
it would be better.
and excuse me for being negative, but I felt like we were very quickly to focus lazily on the bounding aspect and forgetting our contact reports very quickly.
It's an excellent point to make. Absolutely, but focusing on the bounding aspect, I'm quite happy with it. Versus correct that contact reports is sort of a universal requirement. There is no way around it, and let's not forget about it, please. Well, as far as the goal of this exercise is concerned, I think that was pretty good. Few comms issues it sounded like here and there. I don't know what the cause for that was, but be that as it may, that's not a big issue either. The only maybe improvement at the end here, and this is sort of, it's more exercise feedback than it is, a player feedback, is a situation like this. I think you should have stopped the bounding earlier and gotten a cohesive squad line going,
Yep,
slowly
I
sweeping
agree.
into this. But that's a minor point, really, and that's something that you sort of have to get a feel for, which takes time, obviously. And that's pretty much all I have.
Another point I have, and I don't know if this is just me, but my rifle will not reload.
Mine works fine.
Ammunition?
No.
No.
I've got 4 mags available, and it will...
might be jammed.
Oh no, they've disappeared.
Or...
Oh.
No, I've got a hole in my backpack. Sorry, ignore me.
Right.
Gone.
Well, reselect roles in the next place, I guess. I think. Oh.
Yeah, Phil.
Is it possible to teleport away from here?
Very quickly
Yes,
before we do
yeah,
that,
absolutely.
Phil. I
If you
agree
go
with
to the
you.
dry
I would have
cores
stopped down there and done a squad
and then
line up to
base.
this objective.
Yeah.
Go to the dry cores and then base.
Dry course and then base.
Base. So apparently Oxman's decided that we're going back to base.
Yes. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Back to base.
No, I'm not. There we go.
I thought it was time for peeling.
I was actually going to put it. I was going to put it to the squad whether they want to continue practicing the quick bounding, but there's a
556.
strong argument to be made to just continue on. I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's a 200 round belt.
Yeah, they'll get enough practice in the patrol in the last part.
Okay. As soon as everyone's resupplied and got their kit in order, which I hope doesn't have any technical problems, which we'll
No,
soon
I
find
just
out.
had a hole in my backpack. I think that was all. It's all good now.
We'll
Yeah,
go
my
to
internet
the
connection
second
is
seal
just
option,
dodgy, so-
basic peeling. Basic peeling.
Or if it even works.
We're trying the new course to see if it sucks. Okay, do we all know what peeling is?
Yes.
Yes.
I peel
is it then?
people or bananas every day.
That you
It's like
move to
bounding
the left
sideways.
or right. Yes.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yeah,
Shut up.
horizontal
Couple of
movement behind a squad, isn't it?
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
sort of starting situation is the same, where we have the squad in a line or sort of a line. Doesn't have to be exact. Doesn't have to be exact with the bounding either. So this is also ad hoc. This is something we pull out of our arse whenever we need it, and it's a very simple thing of just going behind the other team and taking up a sort of slot on the other side of them. So we move sideways. So last time we moved forwards or backwards, which is definitely a possibility. This time we move sideways, and I mean, I think it comes easier to a lot of people because in terms of direction or goal, you just need left or right, and that sort of determines which of the teams will be going first. And I think that's pretty much all we need to say about it. The rest is pretty much exactly the same as in quick bounding. You'll have the sort of same calls. So say alpha peeling left, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's going to take a little bit longer than that. Then you have alpha down, and that's going to take a couple seconds until you have alpha set, and that will then lead into, of course, bravo peeling left, and so on and so forth. I think it's fairly easy, isn't it? Let me know if I'm missing something here, or if there's. Yeah, go.
Something that I've noticed with some of the new TLs, something that you need to watch out for when you are peeling. Make sure you have enough space for your team to set back up in that line. You're
not to
And
mention
take
team,
point.
you are the
in
first one to
front
go.
of the guns.
You're in the middle, so treat it as you've got a space on the left and right of you for your team to set up again. This is what happened last time when people struggled to actually get back into that formation, so it's just a watch out for you.
Yeah, that was going to be my question about how do you maintain the team cohesion in the bound, because that was the
Yeah,
bit that I struggled
yeah.
with the most.
Let's quickly talk about that. So I'm setting this up on the map as well, just so we can have a chat about it, because it does actually come up quite a lot of the time. So I've put a couple of dots down just to indicate that these teams consist of people, and I think that's what the question is how do you manage the people? Let me know if that's correct.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
So the suggestion for sort of a best practice standard is, say you have the alpha team here, and they're shouting that we're peeling left. Personally, I'd like to see team leaders take charge of that and just form their guys in a column on them, and that column is then going to complete the movement, and then you're going to get here at some place, like just getting all your people in that column with you. The team leader is going to slot into this line, and his guys slot in on him, and that's where Rutter's comment comes in. Is you definitely need a lot of space from that other team just to make sure that everyone can fit in. Because another thing that you need to sort of account for is that you're not just the team, because because there's also going to be a squad leader in the center here. He'll usually peel with you, so squad leaders usually go first in peels. Actually, is what I'd recommend, just so they can maintain that central position. So spacing this sort of width here, the amount of space that you have, is definitely something to consider. But for the sake of consistency and simplicity, just when you're moving, form your teams in columns, get to that slot, form them up. That's the simplest solution in my experience. Is that what we needed to talk about? Is there anything else on that sort of management of the individuals as we go? If there isn't, I guess Ox can explain to us where the exercise is and how it works.
Those stone walls and the contacts will be from the southeast, and then you peel right until the end, and then you deactivate the box on the other side. But we won't activate it until you can activate it whenever you were set up, I guess.
All right, Rutzes, all yours.
So, sorry, you're setting up over there, yeah?
Yeah, and then peeling right, basically, all the way to the compound. And then turning off the terminal when we get there to stop the spawns.
The compound down the road to the south.
I believe so.
Right, okay, that's cool. Right.
Oh, I forgot to put markers now.
That would be handy,
Oh.
thank you. 1-1, squad line, on me, Alpha left, Bravo right, facing southeast.
Where you look there? Line.
Alpha left.
Bravo, right?
Oh, we can't see to the right of that.
That's fine, we're just going to be bounding down the road, aren't we? So it's nice and easy to follow.
Peeling.
Yep, even side bounding if you want to get funny.
Confusion.
Yes,
We're
that's
binding
me.
sideways.
Right, is everyone ready? Looks like it.
Oh, let's see if the things work.
Contact southeast.
Alright, here we go, game faces
Seems
out.
Contact southeast. By the tall grass.
Alpha, peel right, peel right.
Alpha peeling right.
Come on, Bravo, get to the fire now.
Boy, you mother. Thanks, man. Like a fucking grenade.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo, peel right.
Bravo, peeling right.
fuck all.
Contact southeast in the open.
Team 1, keep moving right. Bravo, go.
Go on yelling.
Fucking hell. Bravo set.
Sam. Yeah.
Bravo set.
Alpha peeling.
Magazine, more contacts and pushes to the left side.
Alpha down. Alpha set.
Alpha peeling right. Oh, Bravo peeling right. Sorry.
Contacts in the elephant grass to our east-southeast.
Leaving the elephant crossroad.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Alpha peeling. Alpha down. Alpha set.
Bravo peeling right.
Contacts to the far northeast.
Oh my god, my boy, go away.
Access complete.
He's gone.
Where's he going?
I think you got it. You going for a little jog?
Regroup.
Yes.
Like you've never got any before. What the fuck happened?
Alright, how did that go?
Very good.
Very good. Any problems?
Only one.
I did not hear the comms of the second peel, at least from Bravo. Or was that a long peel?
I'm not sure. There were a few that were a bit slower than others, I noticed, but I don't know what exactly was going on there, and I don't think that's necessarily a problem,
Or
as
that
long as
just
you're
might have
picking
been
up.
my connection issue.
You seem completely fine. I'm just looking at you. I don't know what kind
No,
of
I mean my
connection issues are you
internet
having?
connection. Internet connection issue.
Yeah, I understand, but are you having packet loss? Are you having latency? What's the problem?
Latency, because
Okay.
these few weeks my internet has been dodgy, and it's rough in some spots. So yeah, I might have missed the comms. I don't know.
I don't know, I probably could have been letting go of the radio button a bit too early.
You have a completely normal ping, Eric, so I don't know if that only happens when it's actually something moving. So do you not feel confident leading a team with that connection problem? Should we shuffle something around? Or are you keeping on?
Yeah, I can try, but I'm just giving a heads up that I might miss some comms and stuff.
Can any of the other
We will help you.
Fnatic or Rutters confirm? Did you have the impression that Eric missed comms?
No, I didn't.
Did I?
No.
Fnatic?
No, it didn't seem like he missed it.
Right.
No. One thing I want to add though that I did like, which I wasn't expecting, is I can't remember which team it was. I think it was Bravo. When they were peeling, they noticed that the terrain they had didn't give them good line of sight. For example, the building that was up there. So they actually adjusted further along to get that line of fire. Quite liked that.
Definitely correct. I mean, if you have good bits of terrain that you can make use of, definitely do that. However, it's very easy to overextend in fire maneuver, and that's an issue. So that's sort of a counter argument to that. I mean, just because there's maybe a favorable piece of ground up ahead, that's not necessarily a reason to push all the way to it. Might complicate things or even be a risk, but that's down to your discretion, and obviously you need a bit of a feel for it as well. Anything else? Okay, bear with me for a second.
Bearing with.
You want to do a resupply before?
Is the flag having some impotence problems?
We're
What
on the
happened
moon.
to my flag? Oh, there it is.
Ooh, fuck.
Hello.
Hello.
So we use 4 forms of fire maneuver usually that are somewhat formalized. We usually only talk about these 2, and then there's another one that's specifically for built-up terrain, which is the danger zone crossing, which we're not going to do today. And there is a 4th one, and I'm wondering if any of you know what it's called.
Bounding Overwatch?
Oh, centipede.
Exactly, bounding Overwatch. So what we've done so far, the peeling and the quick bounding, like I said in the beginning, that is all ad hoc stuff. The bounding Overwatch is more of a deliberate and planned variant of it. That's usually a lot slower, and this is where sort of what Rutters assumed in the beginning, that there is maybe forms of fire and maneuver where there is longer bounds, and depending on how you set this stuff up, you can do longer bounds. This is very, very difficult to train, even though we use it all the time, and we've never actually looked at it in training. So bear with me, please. This is going to suck, but I just want to illustrate this, right? So in order, because I haven't really formalized it or written an SOP or anything, so all I can really do is show you how it works. So for the sake of this illustration, I would like us to assume. I'm going to take the squad just for a couple minutes here, right?
Granted.
So we're going to assume that I want to move the squad towards the northeast, somewhat along this road. And I could do, for example, Alpha, can you please set up an overwatch in this closest 2-story construction site just to my north here, and call set once you're up there, please. Over.
Copy that.
Okay, Alpha, let's take this construction building and set up watching northeast. I want Team 1 downstairs. Team 2...
So what we're doing here is not something ad hoc. I'm planning now. I'm giving these guys a good overwatch position, and I'm waiting for them to set up overwatch. And once they've done that, we're going to do our next step.
That first story. Hey, Ox, could you take those crates of bricks, I guess?
Alpha, you look pretty set to me, so I'm going to continue on. Bravo, this actual, over.
Go for Bravo.
Move to the next 2-story construction site down to the northeast, over.
Copy. Move it. Come on, Bravo. Alright, Team 1 downstairs. Was it watching northeast? Yeah, Team 1 watching downstairs, Team 2 upstairs. Watching northeast. Bravo set.
Empty. Don't forget set.
I assume that was a set call there, Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo set.
Alpha, regroup on my position.
Alpha regrouping.
Yeah, something.
So another thing I can do, which is when the terrain is a bit complex and maybe I want the other team in a very precise position, I can just lead them there. Alpha on me.
Buttons.
What formation?
Set up at the edge of these orchards, make sure the road is covered. So I've taken the Alpha team across and they're now becoming set at the road so they can cover a crossing by Bravo.
And Ox, could you also go with Team 2 for possible AT?
So another thing that might happen is combinations of peels and bounds, somewhat like this. Bravo, this is actual over.
Go for Bravo.
Cross the road, move to Alpha's right side, and then onwards to the grey two-story building set up there, over.
Copy. Moving. Bravo, peeling right.
Which one of these just fell out the window?
Alright, take it slow, Bravo, take it slow, onwards into this compound to the grey two-story. It's to your northeast, guys. Grey two-story to your northeast through the orchard. Take it slow, no need to sprint. Bravo, hold. Bravo, regroup on my position. Through here. Into that grey two-story. Go set there.
Okay. Right. Moving up.
There is no need to sprint. You're now entering built-up areas. Usually useful to go walking weapons up in these places. You might have some compound breaches as you're now doing. So this is not quick bounding or peeling. This is something far more deliberate. It can take a bit of time.
Alright, we're gonna breach.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and go right.
Going, right?
Initial clear, two-story direct front of us.
Bravo breaching compound.
Going
Everyone
right.
always has something to do.
left.
Somebody's covering, somebody's moving,
Yeah,
but it's
moving
much
on.
slower, it's more deliberate, and I'm picking specific points where I want people to go. I'm picking specific bits of cover.
I'll try and move up
specific
to the
positions where I want them
two-story.
covering. Maybe down
Yep,
the
crossing.
road, maybe high points in buildings where they're gonna have good views, and then
Team 2,
have
watch the
much
corner.
more liberal use of that maneuvering.
Watch the what, mate?
Around.
That corner you're at.
Well,
Team
we
1
should
breach.
probably go forward and
Initial clear. I'm gonna go in and go right. 3, 2,
Bravo breaching building.
Go left.
Moving right.
Initial clear.
Now, if it was me,
Going in.
with
Go left.
Bravo in there,
Going
once
right.
they're set, I'd get them overwatching northeast and
Yep.
get Alpha to
Oh,
bypass
sorry,
on the right.
mistake.
Rabbit.
Moving left.
To where though?
There,
We should go up.
Team 2, move into the building.
Moving.
Doorway front, careful.
Watching the doorway.
Friendlies coming in.
You hold the left corner, I'll get the doorway in a second. If you let me go
Friendlies,
past.
friendlies. Left, left.
Can you watch these windows?
Okay, I'm on the door now.
Right.
Where are you, Phil?
In here.
Ready? Is someone on me?
In here, but I'm not seeing you.
No worries.
Yep.
Are you upstairs?
Initial left clear.
Hello.
Initial
Right,
clear. I'm
yeah.
gonna go in and go
My
right.
initial idea stands.
3.
Alpha, this is actual over.
Clear.
Moving.
For Alpha.
Regroup on Bravo's right side, please.
Building clear.
Bypass.
Copy that, Alpha. Cover northeast and north over.
Sweep around the walls on the
Alright,
right.
do you wanna sit here, watch
Sit
northeast?
Bravo, provide a watch.
My boy, where are you?
I'm downstairs.
Can you just grab a window watching northeast? whichever one is most favorable.
Yeah. Okay, team 2, go around this
Bravo,
building
on
on
me.
the right.
Actually, Alpha, on me. Towards the right.
I thought you meant right of the building.
Bravo, this actual be advised. Alpha now extending towards the right.
Copy. Do you have eyes on skeleton?
Yeah, nothing happening. It's not amazing eyes directly close to us. I don't have eyes on them, sorry if that's what you mean.
Yeah, sorry, I meant eyes on Alpha.
Sorry, yeah. No eyes on Alpha, but yeah, eyes northeast.
Cool.
West, contact northwest, 200 meters. 300 in the stone walls.
Alright, Bravo, watch northwest.
Bravo, this is actual regroup.
Regroup. Nice move. Let's go through the back door.
Yeah. Coming out left.
Out right.
Pushing out right.
Eyes on Alpha.
Alright, let's regroup with Alpha. South, east, southeast.
From Alpha's position, Bravo are going to move north to a brown 2-story building. Let's go, guys, come on.
Alright, Bravo peeling right. Alright, moving north to the 2-story.
Bravo, get in there, set up Overwatch.
Alright, breach building.
Roger,
Alright, so I'm gonna hand this over to you now, and we're just gonna. It's gonna be fine. Just, I mean, again, just try and fail a bit, and just try continuing moving along this road here. Yeah.
Going
one,
left.
One
Are you ready?
pitfall,
Ready.
Yeah. So
Going
roughly
left.
northeast, it's gonna bend a bit.
Going right.
All clear. There's
Points
no
of domination. Going up.
Yep. Gosh, can I do this?
Is the first floor clear?
Clear.
All clear.
Building clear.
Team 1 moving.
Contact clear, no visual.
Got good view southeast.
Not amazing eyes here.
Oh yeah.
Bravo actual.
Go for Bravo.
You get your guys to garrison that building and let me know when you're ready.
Copy. How's the second floor?
All clear.
Building all
views
clear.
only to southeast.
We can only see southeast. And a
Limit
partial
to
view
southwest.
northwest.
Nothing northwest.
Copy that, Bravo.
I've got
Alpha actual.
decent eyes northwest.
Send.
That's why it's partial.
To the northeast of my position, there is a ruined 2-story construction building. I'd like you to move out there and garrison it with eyes to the northeast.
Copy that.
Alpha, contact northeast, 300 meters, other side of the road.
Contact northwest within 100.
One down, northwest. Just the far side of the road, they're right there.
Guys, please do not move and shoot at tactical pace in a rough formation. Try to keep it together. If you have to shoot while moving, please do it at walking weapons up.
They contacts.
Yeah.
Do you shoot them then?
Team 2, take point. Let's get into this compound. Take that broken down first. That is the contact.
Not seeing anything northwest.
Cool. How's it looking upstairs?
Better. Better now he's dead.
To take the second story. No wait, hold. Take these blue.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Reach that.
Trying to armor me.
This left side with team 1. Circle around, watching northwest.
Don't sprint when you're breaching. You start
Let's grab that left corner of this small building.
Oh my god, I feel like I've got ADHD.
clear?
I can't sit still.
Okay.
Too much PvP, I think.
No, this is open. Okay, let's double back and garrison this broken down building. Team 2, second story. Team 1.
Oh my god, I remember playing like battle royales back in the day, and you just get used to like spamming A and D.
Should play with the quest 3 then. Wow.
Cover southeast.
Yeah, go north and north.
Something else.
Okay.
1-1 actual, this is Alpha, message over.
Set for actual.
Alpha is set, over.
Copy that. Bravo, regroup on Alpha's position, facing northeast inside the compound on the walls.
Copy. Alright, Bravo. Yeah, we'll go through the back.
Yep.
Door.
Oh, they're on that side. Okay, move along the wall.
Proven clear route is east. Where Sam's going now.
Yep.
That building is 355.
Left from here.
Left.
Yeah, move into the ground floor of that building.
I don't know what we're going to shoot.
I mean, that might as well be that little ridge.
Bravo set.
Okay, I didn't get that. Sorry. Yeah, cool.
I think you're in
I
the
don't
same
know,
building.
You can do something else entirely. Yeah, do
Wait,
whatever you
were we
want.
supposed to move down?
I mean, yeah,
Thing in front of us.
it's all good.
Bravo actual.
Send.
Could you repeat the last?
Set up on the walls northeast of the compound, overwatch in the east.
Copy.
I shot him.
Alright, we'll keep moving up to the walls at dead end. Team 2 on the left, Team 1 on the
Bravo,
right.
stay inside the compound.
Oh, inside the compound.
Contact east-northeast inside the next compound.
Yeah.
It's behind a ridge.
Yeah.
Contacts north by the stone wall.
Bravo actual.
Go for Bravo.
With Alpha providing overwatch, move your team to the east-northeast on the walls of the crest, up ahead of you.
Copy, eyes on.
Alpha, make sure you're putting some cover fire in here.
Alright, Bravo. We're gonna move up to the walls, dead ahead, just by the crest there. East, northeast.
Ready?
Bravo's going to bound to the walls east northeast.
Copy that, Bravo. Go time now.
Bravo bound.
Landing.
Contact on the north side has been taken care of.
Oops.
Guys, I'm
Bravo
afraid
down.
that's break. Guys, I'm afraid that's been time for this exercise. Exercise complete. Regroup.
Where's the German at? Phil?
Down here, dude.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello. One sec. I'll let Rapunzel then.
Yeah, like I said, that's not really anything that's matured yet. I just wanted to illustrate this because we keep talking about it, but we never actually show it and we never actually practice it. I'm hoping to invest a little more time and effort so that we can maybe get a proper exercise going, look for some proper terrain that's maybe a bit more simple, not as complex. But yeah, that's been bounding Overwatch. It's planned. It can be a combination of the things we just did. It's a lot slower and it usually has longer bounds than you're used to with the ad hoc stuff. And that's all the sort of open terrain fire maneuver that we need to know about. Is there any questions, comments, or feedback on what we just did?
Yeah, I thought that was really good from everyone as well. I feel like the situation with the buildings here was probably as close to how we've had it in actual missions when we have done this, and I think that's a solid foundation for starting that training. I would say that I would prefer complex over simple in training, to be honest.
Bit of a conflict of interest there, because complex sort of environment or situation usually makes it very, very difficult to teach and practice things. I mean,
absolutely agree.
Challenge is good, and we definitely need to get some sort of level of challenge in there at some point. But yeah, it's a fine balance.
Definitely had the propensity for complex, but actually, that, well, it's just my opinion for what it's worth. I think that, like, I agree exactly what was said then. I think that went actually really well. It seemed to flow. It made us somehow more dynamic. You're more tuned into what the hell's going on. So yeah, I don't know if that's just me or what. Don't know.
Completely agree, UJ and Verse.
Yeah, could I say from personal experience, at least when I was in the military, we always usually did like something show and tell type of thing. So we would get some information, we'd do it, and then our NCOs would ask, do you want to try it again? As Felt said, yeah, before on the, I think it was the bounding, because it did mention that you wanted to ask about training it a bit more.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
Like this way of teaching it, like show and tell, essentially, like hands-on experience, is more engaging. And
I think he means a live exercise.
Yeah.
Is more engaging than what? What's the? I mean, this fairly
Like, I
standard
mean,
thing.
It gets your mind going into that preset of doing it.
Are you maybe referring to me sort of explaining it as we were already doing it? Is that possible?
Yeah,
what you
essentially,
mean?
like all the training doing it. At least from my point of view, a lot of people got more info and kind of more feel into it.
I find that very difficult because I'm just going through the procedures that we have. There's very few of them lend themselves to doing that. But I'll take that into consideration definitely. If it's something you enjoy, we should do more of it. I'll maybe see if I can find a way.
It's nice, sort of like coaching the team leaders as well as coaching the squad leader. It's essentially what
Yeah.
you've done.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's good. I think very beneficial. Yeah, for new leaders.
Yeah, to second that, Ox. Yeah, with the pointing out the flaws during the exercises, I think is a great thing to do.
Yeah.
It just gets that out of your head whilst you're doing it immediately, and then you don't make that mistake again. Well, you do, but you practice.
You think less of that mistake.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, right.
It's
Can't do that.
it's very good to just. I mean, it's different from giving people like a book, a theory to understand, whereas talking like this and coaching is giving a mindset and how you think. Thought process is more important. All these drills, I mean, it's just practice. But when it comes to leadership and tactical leadership, it's all about mindset and understanding the situation. And I think that works best if you teach it by coaching. So I think that's a good thing we should do.
Okay, let's move on. So we'll conclude the exercise with a little live bit. It's a foot patrol thing, and yeah, I'm not done prepping. I'm going to need a couple of minutes, so feel free to talk among yourselves or grab a drink. I think I'll have this ready in about 3 minutes. See you then.
Cheers, man.
How you say that, an Oxman immediately starts running away.
Yeah, back in 3 minutes.
Go for a smoke. I'm going to come and talk to you, Jay. He's not going to respond.
My boy's stealing an enemy.
Yeah.
He's already dead. You're not gonna save him.
I'll try.
This one explode. Okay, there's a resupply here. Why is there no attachment menu on this one? That fucked us up.
Is it still like that from Sundays off with no attachments?
Did you just Sparta the man?
I have no idea, actually.
No sights.
Yes.
Good job.
I need to find
Golden
out,
Star.
because that's not supposed to be the case.
Did I overhear earlier that the mission tonight is cancelled?
Probably, it depends on how many players are here.
Okay.
We need
so on the
9.
cusp. Okay,
What does that mean?
On the edge.
Cusp.
On the edge.
Why don't you just say that?
Well, because I'm English.
Because he wants to be
Why?
different.
Well,
I am.
I went to Cambridge.
You can go to Cambridge.
What the fuck was I gonna look for? What happened?
Going up the apple pears.
What was the wrong thing in this mission? I just forgot again.
The enemies have our insignias. No?
No, that was before.
Oh, the attachment menu is not there.
Oh yeah, attachment menu. Got it. Fucking hell, like goldfish. Optics is actually on.
Oh, okay.
That's not good. That's not good at all. What has happened?
Flame rutters.
Wait a minute. Can the rifleman crack? Do you have an attachment menu? Or anyone that isn't a grenadier or
I have an
AR?
attachment.
I have a scope.
No. Attachment menu. Can you open the attachment
Okay.
menu?
No.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Damn it.
What's the matter? Did I ruin something?
I need to find out why the attachment doesn't work for some players, or maybe not. Fucking hell, it took too long enough.
Maybe
Okay.
that's
Can
probably
you-
not something for right now, because we're gonna move on into the exercise. Ruds, are you here? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Fantastic. Okay, so we are located at the start marker at the red little box that I put down next to the town of Cirta. And this is a sort of search and destroy thing. We're looking for 2 ammo caches and an insurgent camp. The enemy's an insurgent force. They're at platoon strength, and it's quite simply your job to search this area and find as many of these things as you can. I'm giving you about 20 minutes to make some headway here. You don't have to complete it. It's just purely about being in it and just having a go. And that's all I have on this. And it's over to you unless you have any questions. Alright, all yours. Good luck, have fun.
That's my plan.
Oh,
Right.
woo.
Nice one.
Look at that I'm writing.
Estrogen for Sam. Is that the objective here?
I'm gonna grab someone. Hey, who was it? Skeleton.
Why did you
I'll
say
grab you.
estrogen?
Can you check if the attachment menu works, yeah?
Okay, you go on exercise.
I mean, on the
So,
opposite
looking at
box.
attachments. There's good iron sights. It'll serve you well.
The normal track. I like action menu.
One wants it.
Alpha.
Bravo.
Okay. Okay.
Right,
That's
what I
not
want
good.
to happen here
broken.
is we're going to move along the black route marks on the map. Break. Oh man. We're going to be going in travelling here. Alpha on point, Bravo in the rear. Go Tom now.
Copy.
Alpha
Bravo
copies.
in the rear.
Alpha up front.
Okay, boys, let's wedge it up and let's move out northeast.
Autobots, roll out.
Alpha, wedge, moving out northeast. Marking weapons down. Jogging
Bravo.
weapons down.
Yeah, Bravo wedge.
Wedge.
Jogging weapons down. Where's Eric gone? There he is.
Yeah, the dispersions between the teams
Yeah,
here.
I'm waiting for.
We're in the rear. So
I think
we'll wait.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Eric, keep moving, they'll fall in line.
Wedge, my boy.
Okay,
You're on the outside.
let's
I
move
think
then.
Crack and Lad are AFK.
Alright, Bravo, let's move.
Maybe not.
Where is your fucking team?
I don't know. Half of them are gone.
Oh.
Who knows?
They've woken up.
Are you in tactical pace, Fanatic?
Yes, good shit, good shit. Craig, go into the other side.
Alright, keep going, Eric.
I'm 3 times on pace.
Okay. I think because I was catching up with you, that's why.
Oh, I must have dropped it down.
Fanatic, you're behind Alpha. This is travelling.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Bravo set up behind Alpha.
Northeast,
This is
500
travelling.
meters. Next field behind the road.
How far behind?
With 20 meters dispersion.
Copy.
Right, so you got me on channel 5.
Impacts northeast though in the field. Past the crest of the road there.
Why is my fucking thing not working?
Contact side top of the hill.
Yeah, got it on 5.
You got all this beautiful terrain with all
Bravo,
sorts
follow
of cover. But why are you going on a road, man? Move your squad through cover.
Line up, and get out.
I honestly didn't notice the road. 1-1, I need a sit rep. What's going on?
Contact north side resolved.
Copy that, Alpha. Move on the marked route. Stick on the right side of the road in the low ground.
Copy that.
Okay, boys, let's wedge it up and grab this.
Watch it up,
right
watch it
side
in.
of
Let
the
me
road.
back in there.
Jogging weapons down.
Alright, Bravo, let's move.
What's
Wedge.
off comms 2 minutes.
Wedge.
Copy that.
Jogging's weapons down.
Yeah, jogging
Yeah,
weapons
you're
down.
crouching. Fanatic.
Bravo set up on the
Whoops.
right side of Alpha. This is now travelling Overwatch.
Press C as well,
Alright,
Fanatic.
moving to the right.
Fanatic, press C.
Yep, 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 yep.
Give me double tap.
Just one tap. I think you're walking slowly.
Oh, is he doing what I normally do, UJ?
Yeah, mate. Just can't get the bloody staff.
Oi!
Is this the right pace?
That'll do.
Why don't you do it then, you
Cheeky
You're too
bugger.
busy taking pictures.
I'm too good for you lot.
Alright, we're falling behind. We need to
Bravo
rush
switching
up.
to walking weapons up.
What's happening with 100
meters in tree line. On the hill.
Alpha, face north.
Contact down.
And we'll fall in here.
Some cover if possible.
Bravo set up on the right side of Alpha, watching northeast.
Copy.
I don't understand mechanical keyboard.
Why not?
Bravo peeling right.
Nothing feel, you're setting up.
Alpha, can I get contact report?
No.
No visual. Crest north.
Heavy contacts east-northeast, far behind the bushes.
1-1, squad line facing northeast, Bravo right, Alpha left.
What's going on with
Copy
my
that.
boy or whoever's hanging back?
Fanatic, move more to the right into the low ground.
Back on
for
the
Alpha.
if you need me.
I'm Bravo moving.
EJ needs to move
I don't
more
know
right,
what
I
it
think.
was that hit me, but there were at least 3.
Moving.
Some pretty
Okay.
heavy traces.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Machine gun fire.
Alright, 1-1, listen up.
1-1, be advised you're leaving the exercise area.
Stand.
Alpha.
Get behind
We're
the
going
wall.
to do
Move
quick
right, guys.
bounds
Move
towards
right.
the compound
Still
here.
get behind the
Alpha, you're
wall.
going to have the first
Yeah.
bounce towards the
Messing
walls to
about.
the northeast. Bravo, you're second. Good time now.
Copy that. Alpha bounding.
Alright, we're waiting for a bound. We'll probably
Alpha
have
down.
to move left.
Alpha set.
Bravo bounding.
Bounding.
Now.
Bravo down. Bravo set.
Contact spotted east. Contact spotted east. 400 meters.
Alpha bounding.
I made the great decision of staying behind this one.
Nice.
Below.
Bravo, peel left, peel left.
Contacts northwest.
Bravo,
Top of
peel
the
left.
hill.
Yeah, Sam got my leg, I think. Right.
Reach
Alpha,
compound.
I need you to move to the eastern
Bravo
side of the compound and get eyes
I
on
just
my
got
contacts
shot.
to the east.
Tier 3.
Okay, let's push
We
the
got
east
squad
side,
medic.
push the east side.
Bravo, watch north.
Oh, yes, we
Copy.
do actually, sorry.
To
Yeah.
the east side.
Alright, Bravo set.
We're watching east side.
Are you good, my boy?
Yes.
Sorry, that's Sam. Sam, are you good?
Oh, contact north. Or northwest, rather.
Gotta get on the corner here.
We're watching east.
You're camping here.
Bravo, stay inside the compound for cover.
Copy. Move in the compound.
We don't really have cover inside the compound because of the contacts east, to be honest.
We're supposed to
east,
peel left,
northeast.
and then
Yeah.
we could only move beyond. The
Yeah, I
wall.
think we would.
Contact northeast.
Reloading.
They've gone northeast. Yeah, keep watching northwest.
Yep, it's in the tall, in the rough, looking jungle bushy.
UJ, are you there?
All good, mate.
Can you
Forest and
deploy the bipod on this wall?
up to turn.
Fucking hell.
1-1, listen up.
It's
Yes.
kind of a shitty
Alpha.
wall. Bravo.
What way do you want me to look, bud?
North.
Fanatic, you hear me on the radio?
No, the wall's
Aye.
too large.
Okay.
Yeah, go for Bravo. I thought I replied.
All good. Right, we're going to go for a bounding overwatch here. Alpha, you hold your position, overwatching northeast. Bravo, on me. We're going to move in the low ground towards the contact. How copy?
Good copy.
Bravo, copy.
Yeah.
Bravo on me.
Switch. Go to my place. Go
Get yourself in here, Bravo.
Bravo's open the low ground on me.
I'm taking
Bravo
this
down. Bravo set.
Nothing, just bushes directly in front of us. Can't see anything.
A bit of bush.
Alpha actual.
Send.
What?
I need you to exit the compound to the northwest where Bravo exited, and then bypass the rear of Bravo and move to the next compound. Out to you, Bravo. Hold your position. Set security southeast and northeast.
Copy that.
Okay, boys, we're gonna move out northwest.
Alright, Rogers, you got about 10 more minutes of this to go.
Copy that.
Sam, can you watch northeast?
Ah, it's lovely being a walking tier 2.
So we're taking the small building, right?
You got me as a medic, mate.
Alpha extends the building, breach and garrison the building.
Copy that.
Rogers, also, if you need any medical services, just call names and tiers on this then, please.
UJ, can
Copy
you
that. I'm
join
gonna need
Sam
it
watching
because I'm a
northeast?
walking tier 2.
Northeast it is.
My boy, can you move up here?
Bravo actual.
Sorted.
Go for Bravo.
Thanking you. Gonna need you to set up facing northeast on the crest of my position.
Copy. Let's move Bravo. Northeast. Oh, watching northeast.
Hot mic in that.
Whoops.
Gotta be on it with those caps lock stuff. You got better position here, by the way.
Please make sure you call your contact reports on the radio.
Contact northwest, 100 meters in the tree line. Off the road.
Bravo, if you want to shuffle to the left to get a bit more visibility.
Bravo actual.
Go for Bravo.
Regroup with Alpha, set up on the right side of the compound, watching northwest.
Copy. Alright, Bravo, let's
You
move up
have
to the
stone walls
two-story.
here that you can also get eyes out to the northeast. Contact northwest.
Skeleton.
Contact down northwest.
Skeleton. You okay? You're alive?
Where's your team leader at?
I shot him.
What?
Yeah, I shot him. Damn.
Where is he?
I think Skeleton is either AFK or disconnected.
He's back alive.
Right, Fanatic, just real quick. Every time you're moving somewhere, I mean, you're taking your team with you, that's great. But they're going to need a formation and probably also a speed when you're having them move. Don't just move them as a blob. Always use a bit of structure that makes sense in the time, right?
Okay.
Blob, blob. Set up over there, Bravo.
Alright, yeah. Bravo watching northwest.
Northeast and northwest.
Northeast. Okay.
I've got northwest. We've got northwest, me and Sam. Sam and I. Sam, look north, west. I got north. All beautiful.
1-1, this platoon, 30% of the enemy force have been defeated.
Copy that.
I see, me and Sam, it's just awesome.
One sit up.
Alpha.
Bravo.
Reference your maps, we're going to move into the peak of Agios Minas. With Alpha already garrisoning the building and having eyes out to the west, Bravo, you're going to cross the road and set up on the walls there. Break.
Yeah, team 2.
Once set up,
Copy.
Alpha, you cross. Bravo, got time now.
Yes.
Okay. Bravo.
Lad
Moving.
first.
Not peeling, you're just crossing over.
Sorry about that.
Whoa!
Lordy.
Alpha, did you not
Break,
clear
break.
this?
Clearly not.
Okay.
Man, you got a
Keep
captain
going.
here.
Oh, then it's moving up this way.
Good job, 1-1. I was wondering how long it'd take you to find that.
Yeah, it took me to get shot. 1-1, this is Alpha, message over.
Zen.
No eyes west side, and do we destroy the ammo depot thing?
I believe your grenadier, sorry, rifle, AG's already got a debt placed on that. Alpha regroup on Bravo, set up on their left side.
Copy.
Why is it always me that gets shot? What is this? Armor's biased against me.
Well, it's Fanatic keeps shooting you, to be fair. I mean,
Why did he shoot me behind me?
I don't want to grass him up or anything, but, you know.
I got a
He's
naughty
outing
team
me.
leader.
Yes, yeah. He's out in him, man. He's...
I'm taking my frustration out and he's outing me.
Yeah.
Team
Yeah.
2, grab trees if possible.
At least you could say sort of, you know, have it or
Left
something.
side, trees.
Yeah, scream loudly when you see him.
Yeah.
some motion into it.
1-1 will go
Contact,
travelling
crest.
up to the crest
Contact
here.
northwest.
Alpha, you're going to have the point here. Bravo, you're going to be on the rear.
Shots there.
Contacts on the crest.
What?
Alpha moving
west,
out.
northwest.
Wedge, walking, weapons up.
To be fair, Sam just hit him and made him like do a 360 in the air, so that's not too bad. I want to know what Sam's packing, man.
1-1 squad line facing west. Alpha left, Bravo right. Walking, weapons up.
Alright, walkings, weapons up.
Shift left a bit.
Yeah, more in line here, Bravo.
Line.
Yeah, just move a bit to the right.
Bravo, just more right.
More right.
I'll do.
All right.
There we go.
What way are we facing here? Are we facing west?
Just up the hill.
Right.
Face it, I'm funnier than you are. Shot, Sam.
It's not fair, Yujo. You've had years of practice.
That's a low blow, mate.
He
But
knows all the
crucial.
weak spots. He knows where to hit us.
Yeah. Sam, did you really shoot that dude then?
Yeah.
Wow. The fuck, we got
Laser
fucking
gun.
X-ray eyes or something?
Oxman, have you got your GL ready to go? Don't flick it down. You're gonna smoke them out.
Contact front, west. 200 meters.
Fire team to the right of the front right, west.
1-1 adjust northwest. Squad line northwest.
Alright, line facing
Without a
northwest.
gun, by the way.
Yeah, he was unarmed.
Oh, so we just committed a war crime. Fucking sick.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
I heard everything, Fanatic.
Drop a gun on him.
No, you didn't. It was perfectly legal.
That's why they give us pistols, isn't it? So we can put them
Where's
on
Sam
the
gone?
civilians we kill.
Oh, he's
Oh,
on
he's
the
still
tree.
moving up.
My boy, it's a line. Come back a bit.
1-1 hold.
Hold.
Alpha, your objective here is to move up to the white building to the west-northwest and clear it. Bravo, follow me, and you're going to set up with eyes to the northwest on the wall. How copy?
Alpha breaching in and clearing. Copy.
Alright. Jogging. Column, I guess.
Over here, Bravo. So up here.
Fall in.
Get all around security facing this entire sector.
Okay. Is there a wall facing northwest? There isn't.
Skeleton, I like how there's a wall there and you choose not to use it.
I
Th-
am
this
less
wall?
of a target like this.
Interesting way to look at it.
No,
This
you
is a
were on
wall,
the
it's a step.
Yeah, you were on the wall, Rat. Is that
What are you
sliding
saying,
glass?
step wall?
Right side.
So this doesn't help. We're supposed to be facing
Contact
northwest.
northwest. Bravo, face
Contact
northwest.
southwest.
Flag out down the hill. Same again.
Bravo, extend 10 meters northwest, guys, on contact.
Shuffle northwest. We're gonna have to
Little
sit on the crest.
recommendation here, Fanatic.
Contact
Weapons
southwest.
up on the line.
Downhill.
Help
No
with the
visual.
situation.
Okay.
So order you guys to do it and you'll see what happens.
Alright, walking weapons up. Form a line.
Bravo, when you get to the crest, hold.
I'm at the crest now.
Yeah, just stop there.
Alpha, can you get a sit rep?
Bravo set.
Compound cleared. Currently watching southwest, west, and northwest.
Is that tents down there?
Team
1-1, this platoon, enemy force has been defeated, remnants are withdrawing towards the north, exercise complete, exercise complete.
Copy that.
And X.
1-1, regroup on me, exercise complete.
God damn it.
Alright.
So, on the southeastern side of the compound. And yes, you are cleared on deaths.
Alpha, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Hello.
I know.
Mini mushroom cloud. Nice.
Right, everyone here? Cool. Just gonna leave it to you for a couple of minutes to maybe talk about that a little bit. Anything come up while you were doing it?
Yes. One thing I'm still figuring out is when we're moving what exact formation to use. So I think the thing Phil
Server
pointed
group
out there
assigned.
was
Server group revoked.
when I was when I was moving the squad, I was just saying moving, and that's because I didn't quite know like in the direction we were moving and what formation to actually take, and that was the confusion on my end.
The general rule of thumb is that the team's formation is down to the discretion of the team leader, because you're going to have the most awareness of what it is that's required. And there's a couple very simple points you could make. A column is for moving fast.
Coming!
A wedge is for when you're not quite sure what to expect. And a line is for fighting. That's the sort of three options that you usually have and that you should know about. And also, I'd say it's the team leader's job to make sure that everyone knows what their purpose is. Otherwise, people are going to make up a purpose, and that might not be in our interest as a sort of organism.
Yes, and I wanted to say that because when I got the info, I would forget to tell it to people, so they would just essentially follow me, not knowing what to do. So I need to get that out of my head and get into the mode of get info and put out info to people that need it.
This is making busy, right? The team leader's job sucks in that way, because you have to keep people busy and occupied, and that is the most difficult thing about it. Also, that is so many little bits and bobs that you need to manage all the time. People need something to do, and that's the team leader's job.
And as I said, I need to get over the fact that I'm not the only one in the team. There's other people. They need jobs.
Yes, there is other people. That is the problem. People are the problem.
I'm not used to having all these guys, and I'm like, what do I tell these people?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it just brain fog.
Just make something up, dude. Just make something up.
It's
about having ideas. It's creativity. Leadership is creativity. It's busy work for people, finding it, making it up as you go. Sorry, there was a comment in the center there somewhere.
Coming!
Ox, maybe?
Ox told them to watch war movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the lingo down.
Which one do you recommend these days?
No idea.
There's a new one coming out
That
pretty
one that
soon
you
that's
sent me
based
for.
on Iraq.
Oh, really? That's
It's called
that's
Warfare.
new.
Comes out at the end of this month.
Very creative. Rotters, any last words to wrap us up here?
Jeez, you alright, Ruts?
He's gonna kill him.
Huh?
You alright?
What?
What's the last words?
Last words ever, man.
Sorry, mate.
Fuck.
See you
Well,
later.
it's nice knowing you all.
Estrogen for Sam.
No, I get where you're coming from. TL's there. Trust me, I've been there. The trick is make it look like you know what you're doing. Just wing it. You'll be fine. Yeah, the formations are down to you.
User joined your
Whatever
channel.
tickles your fancy, especially in travelling formation, with Team 1 Point and the other, you don't have to copy them. But it's up to you. The only ones where you need to worry about that is squad line, squad column, that's it. It will come over time, so don't beat yourselves up with that. With more practice, you'll end up like Phil Van Oxman. I'm not going to say me, because, I'm
You
just
don't
talking.
want to end up like me, guys. I can tell you that much. And,
I've seen you in the flesh. Yes, they do.
Oh, he's got a big willy, doesn't he?
Extremely flat.
Yeah.
Should we leave you guys
I
to
don't
it?
know. what it is with the Englishmen I meet in real life. They're all sort of
Gay?
starstruck, I think, and gay.
Beautiful.
I don't know, but a combination of both.
They're not
Trying
gay.
to say
They're
that you are
homosexual.
the GOL Giga Chad. Are you that man?
I doubt that. No, the Ox is the Giga Chad. He goes to the gym. I've never seen a gym from the inside. You'd have to pay me money to go in there. Well, no, I still wouldn't do it. No, fuck gyms, man.
That's because you're well hung. I'm not. That's why I would go to the gym.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
not sure about that.
I think
Because you're
I think
German,
that
sir.
concludes the training
Yeah,
today.
we need to wrap this up.
Oh, that's getting interesting.
UJ's rocking a
He's
semi.
too humble
Well done,
about it,
everyone.
that's
Thank you very much. See you